Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. As you can see, I have everything built and ready to go. Everything's in the case right over here over my shoulder. It's got some cool lighting effects in it that we've added and done some other stuff to make the fluid kind of pop. I've done some gaming on it. We've done some cool stuff with it. We're gonna go and do through videos. I'm gonna try my hand at B-roll footage, which for anybody who doesn't know is basically I'm going to make the slow-mo, kind of make some music, try to make it look nice, but I'm not an expert at that, and I'm easily frustrated. So we're not going to try to do too much of that and make sure that everything looks as cool as it can. Without further ado, let's go look at the numbers. Alright guys, so here we have the build that I've basically put forward in the prices of what it was, and then what it was when I was actually buying it. So as soon as the Threadrippers actually went down, they might spike down to $800 almost. I think late November or something like that. So I immediately got a $200 discount basically right off the bat. Plus, if you'll notice over here on the side here, wasn't all the way to the top, but I have cash back incorporated in the savings cost as well. So here you can see the total cost of the build was about $4,800 if it had been all retail price. And now that I'm looking at this, one thing I am missing is the 2 terabyte Seagate drive in here, and I ended up getting that for $59 on Newegg on a flash sale. So I got $59 plus a game. I believe it was Assassin's Creed. So you can just add 50 bucks here to the or 60 bucks here. So that would be the total cost of what I actually paid was more around 40,000 or $4,020 around there, or $4,040 if I could do math right. So what you can see here is every time I went to, so I got the heat gun, I got that $10 off, and these are the discounts for cash back. A lot of this was bought on Amazon, and I have an Amazon card, so 5% back on a lot of this adds up, as you can see in the bottom here. So over that whole time, I actually, just from the cash back, I saved $150, and we're rounded up to 152 because of the hard drive that I forgot, so whatever. So I actually just saved $152 straight up cash back, which is awesome, and that goes to show you that you should always be getting those cashback cards if you can control your credit and be able to pay that back in a timely manner. But yeah, I got the Primochill stuff with the finishing bit, the cutter, which was a bending kit. It didn't really have. They came with gloves, and I didn't even use them. If you saw in the video, I tried, and then they were kind of fuzzy and weird, and I thought that it was going to get in the tubes and mess up the actual water flow. And then actually, it was really funny on for EK. Randomly, they had it had a sale, I guess, the entire time, but it was very, very hush hush. Where if you bought more than, I think it was $500 worth, you got 30% off or something like that. So I immediately, it was like the last day that I found that sale. So I went in and I found it, and I paid. That's how much it was, and that's actually how much it ended up being. And right there, you could just do a pretty easy calculation, 871, 34. So I got 20% off doing that way. I think that was what the max I could do. Oh, actually, you know what? It's more than that. I think it was 25 or 30%, but then there was shipping costs, so that's what it was. So that makes sense. And then again, I got another 1% back on that, so that was, that was always fun there. And just, I have this formula down here, and it's crazy because I just did it haphazardly. That was a really good find for me because that was aside from the graphic card and the processor, that was the single greatest cost that I had in the entire build. And I'm not knocking the EA or anything, or EK, but they were, they're pretty good. The shipping came as fast as you thought it could be. I mean, they gave me a tracking number, and it was coming from Eastern Europe, and it was going to come here in like 5 days when they got it shipped. And I say when it got shipped because I did have some stuff that was back ordered, but it got here exactly when I was, and I didn't even think it could happen, but it did. And then here we see I got my Samsung Pro. I got it for about 50 bucks off, plus 5% on Amazon. The motherboard was a good steal because I found that for whatever that is, about $160 off, and that worked out pretty well, except for the first one that I got. If you saw that video where the pins were bent. So I actually ended up sending that one back and getting a replacement pretty quickly. And Amazon was pretty cool about that, so that was pretty awesome. I didn't get a discount on the tower. That was the one thing I could not find any discounted price, but I did get the 5% on Amazon. And the biggest steal I can imagine from this entire build was the RAM, to be honest with you. So I went into Newegg and I found the RAM listed at this price. So I had it watched, whatever, and I was going through their stuff, and I had gone back and looked at it because I was just still comparing if I wanted to do 3200 or if I wanted to go higher, but it'd be more expensive because of the ridiculous price the DDR4 is right now. And what ended up happening was I went in there and it came down to this price, and I was like, oh, okay, that kind of solidifies it for me right there. I'm gonna buy it. And not as soon as I bought it, it went back up to that price. I think I caught this in a weird crash flash sale, so it kind of worked out in my favor because I got the best 3200 RAM you could get because this is also the 14 timing, so it's the fastest 3200 RAM you can get in the 4-pack for the 32 sticks with the RGB and everything. So that was pretty awesome to find out. And I think on the invoice when I went there, it said price match or something, and that's the only reason I remember seeing that for why it was so low. And I guess Newegg doesn't care that happened because that's their algorithm. That's just how that stuff works. So if you guys don't know how that works, that's basically what happens. Somebody put it up on their website where the algorithm caught it and said it was that price, and it might have had one, but that makes it so that all the other people that are using that API pulling that price are going to go to that price. So someone lucky like me will actually, may actually get something like that. And then I got 1% on that because I don't have a card for Newegg. And then we have the power supply that came in. I got the 1200 watt, EVGA one there. So what we're gonna be able to show is for this build, with the price, the current price with regards to the graphic cards, because this is what I got for the graphic card was $752, which is awesome. That graphic card right now, albeit it's what 4 or 5 months later, is about $1,200 to $1,400 on Amazon for the same exact thing because the prices for the cards are insane. So we're just not going to worry about that. And I'm glad that I got this. And honestly, I was thinking about trying to find another one to do the second part of the build with another card and put everything in the loop and everything. But then they started announcing the 2K series. So what I might end up doing is taking the 2K for myself and then doing the 1080 for the secondary card that I'm trying to do with everything else. So that will be definitely in a future video. But for now, this is what I saved. I saved about add the $50 in there. I saved about $1,100 on this build, and I thought that was pretty awesome. So yeah, I'll take you back to the hopefully the cool B-roll footage and see how you guys like it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I am going to be doing another video now because if you guys haven't heard, I was informed by one of my viewers here that my monoblock was inadequate for what it was. So I contacted EK. I've already gotten the backplate to be finished for the contact plate for the actual Threadripper, and we'll go into detail about that, but that'll be a separate video. And that's going to be a full drain of the system, redo the fluid, take out the fluid, take out the monoblock with the pipes and everything, which is a little more difficult with hard tubing, obviously. Then we're gonna redo the backplate with the new fin design and everything like that, and then put it back together with some more thermal paste, and then put the new fluid in. Well, actually, I'm gonna run the clean fluid first for a day, and then after that, we'll go ahead and put in the regular Vue fluid that I've been using. That's kind of lit up in the background that you can see there. So I hope you guys liked the video today. I hope you like and subscribe, hit that like button, and have a great day.